basic terms like current, voltage, electromotive force, inductor, resistor, capacitor, then types of resistor, factor affecting resistor, resistivity, conductance, conductivity, Ohm's law, its limitations, temperature coefficient of resistance, and its examples. Okay, so anyone can state Ohm's law? Anyone? What is the statement of Ohm's law? Okay, so these things we did in the last week. So just we are revising for 5 minutes. Then just we are moving to the new content. Anyone want to tell me what is the statement of Ohm's law? Okay, I am just giving rights. Okay, anyone?
Can I, sir?
P
Yes.
is equal to IR.
V is equal to I into R. It is wrong.
Sir, can I?
Yes, yes.
States that the potential difference across the circuit is directly proportional to the current passing through it, provided all the conditions are constant like temperature and pressure.
Yes, good, very good. You need to write exactly same sentence. V is equal to I into R. That is derived from the Ohm's law. Okay. V is equal to I into R. That is we are deriving from the Ohm's law. But Ohm's law states that the ratio of potential difference between any 2 point of conductor to the current flowing between them is constant, and the provided physical condition should not change, or that is constant. So the physical condition is that temperature should not change. So according to Ohm's law, we can say V by I is equal to constant, or we can say V by I is equal to R, or we can say V is proportional to I where R is constant. Okay, so from this we can derive V is equal to I into R. Okay, but V is equal to I into R when we can write, when temperature remains constant. Okay, what are the limitations of Ohm's law? Anyone? Limitations of Ohm's law? It is not applicable to all. Okay, in all the applications there are certain limitations for Ohm's law.
It is not applicable to the semiconductors.
Where?
Semiconductors.
Yes, semiconductors. Okay.
Temperature should be constant.
Yes, temperature should be constant. So it is
not
not applicable for non-metallic conductors. It is not applicable for non-linear devices, and it is only true for metals when temperature remains constant. Okay, so these are the 3 limitations of Ohm's law. Okay. Anyone can tell me what is the unit of energy?
Joule.
Yes, good.
Joule and calorie.
Yes, one unit of energy is equal to 1 unit of energy is equal to
1 kilowatt hour.
1 kilowatt hour. Okay, so electrical energy is also defined as E is equal to V square T divided by R, or it is a product of power into time. E is equal to P into T. Okay. What is temperature coefficient of resistance? What is temperature coefficient of resistance? Alpha.
Alpha.
Anyone can define? Temperature coefficient of resistance it is the ratio of, or we can define as change in resistance to the original resistance into change in temperature. So alpha is equal to delta R divided by R0 into T. Delta R means change in resistance divided by R0 means original resistance into T means change in temperature. What is the unit of temperature coefficient?
Celsius inverse.
Celsius inverse.
Yes, Celsius
inverse.
inverse. Yes, right. Unit of resistivity?
Ohm meter.
Ohm into meter.
Ohm
Conductance?
inverse.
Ohm into meter. Unit of resistivity is ohm into meter. Unit of conductance?
Mho.
Mho. That was old unit. Now revised
Ohm
unit
inverse.
is Siemens. The unit of conductance, new unit is Siemens. Okay. Unit of conductivity?
Siemens per meter.
Siemens
Was.
Siemens per meter. Unit of conductivity is Siemens per meter. Okay. I suppose I want to identify resistor. Then we discuss if there are 4 bands are given. Then how we are calculating the resistor in 4 band? Suppose 4 colored bands given for the resistor. Then how we are calculating the resistor value?
AB
First and
into 10 dash
first
4.
and yes, first and second band that are the digits. Third band
Multiplier.
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 Fourth one is
Tolerance.
Tolerance.
yes.
Tolerance.
Good.
Error.
Suppose we have 6 band resistor. Then what we will do for calculation? Now we have 6 band on resistor. Now we want to calculate the resistor value. So for that,
First three are the digit.
yes,
The fourth one is the multiplier.
yes,
Fifth is tolerance, and sixth is temperature coefficient.
yes, very good, very good. Okay, so that I am showing you. If we have 6 bands are given, can you see this presentation?
Yes.
sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
first, second, and third, that are the digits. Fourth one is multiplier, fifth one is tolerance, and sixth one is temperature coefficient. As we know, temperature coefficient here is that we are doing the resistance changes with the changes of temperature. Okay, so according to that sixth band that is provided by temperature coefficients. Okay. So that is given ppm per Kelvin. So that is parts per million per Kelvin. Okay, so this is the calculation of resistor in case of four band and 6 band. Then we also did factor affecting resistance of material. So what are the factors?
Length, cross-sectional area, type of the material,
Yes,
and temperature.
temperature. Okay, 4 factors that can affect resistance of material. In temperature coefficient, suppose I am heating the conductor. Okay, I am heating the conductor from 0 to T degrees Celsius. Then RT is equal to what I can write in terms of RT? RT is equal to
Zero comes
R0
R0
towards
in bracket 1
alpha.
plus alpha 0
alpha 0
T.
T1.
Okay, suppose I am cooling down the conductor from T to 0 degree. Then R0 is equal to
RT into
1 minus alpha t.
RT bracket 1 minus alpha t
T.
into
minus
1 minus alpha t into t. Okay. We also did some exercise for these calculations. Okay. Suppose you know series and parallel connection. In series connection, current remains same, whereas voltage remains different for series connections. Okay. For series connection, current throughout the circuit remains same. Okay, so you have only current I flowing in the circuit. You will not be having I1 plus I2, I1, I2, I3. Okay, for series connection. Whereas in series connection, voltage remain different. So you can write V is equal to, suppose we have 3 voltages there, then V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, as 3 voltages are different. In parallel connections, voltage remains same, whereas current remains different. So voltage across each element in parallel connection remains same, whereas current remains different. So suppose we are having 4 currents flowing in the circuit, so we can write I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 for parallel connections. So same these equations, this funda we are applying for some exercises. What is the power equation? If a resistive load is connected in the circuit and we are giving DC supply, then what is the power equation?
V square into R.
square by r.
I equal to V by
V square by R.
V square by R.
E is equal to I square R or V square by R. Okay, if we apply power for the DC circuit, then power is given by P is equal to I square into R or V square by R. Unit of power is watt, kilowatt, megawatt. Okay. So according to the values are given, so you have to do conversion. So now we'll do some exercises for this calculation of voltage, resistance, current, and power. Okay, so here examples is given 100 watt 200 volt bulb is connected in series with a 100 watt, 250 volt bulb across 250 volt supply. Calculate circuit current, second voltage across each lamp. Assume bulb resistance to remain unchanged. Okay. So here we need to determine 2 parameters, circuit current and voltage across each lamp. Okay. So here ask circuit current. So we need to find total circuit current. So for that here 2 bulbs are given. So we need to find resistance of each bulb. So we need to find R1 and R2. So by finding the total resistance of the circuit, we can get total current of the circuit. Okay. Then after we need to find voltage across each lamp. So according to the Ohm's law, we have to find V is equal to I into R1. V1 is equal to I into R1 and V2 is equal to I into R2. Okay. So first we need to find R1, R2. Then we will get the total resistance. Then total circuit current is given by I is equal to V by R. Okay. So after getting this, we will find V1 is equal to I into R1 and V2 is equal to I into R2. We are taking I because this is the series circuit. In series circuit, current remains same. Okay. So we know the equation, power equation P is equal to V square by R. So according to that, R1 is equal to V1 square by P1. So V1 square for the first bulb 200 volt divided by P1 is given 100 watt. Okay. So R1 is equal to 400 ohm. Similarly, for second bulb, R2 is equal to V square 2 by P2. So V square 2, V2 is given 250, power is given 100. So it is 625 ohm. So total resistance R is equal to R1 plus R2 according to series connection. So 1025 ohm. Current, total circuit current I is equal to V by R. Okay. So 250, that is circuit voltage, 250 volt that we are giving to the circuit. So 250 divided by total resistance 1025. So answer is 0.244 ampere. Now we need to find V1 and V2 across two bulbs. So V1 is given by I into R1. So I is 0.244 and R1 is 400. So 97.6 volt. Voltage across second bulb, 250 volt bulb, that is I into R2. So that is 0.244 into 6 to 5. So it is equal to 152 into 5 volt. You can also calculate along with me. Okay, if any error is there, then you can notify me. Okay, so anyone having difficulty for this calculation?
No.
How this we found this resistor, total circuit current, and voltage. Okay, don't just directly just use any value. Okay, you need to understand the sentence, and accordingly you need to determine the quantity. Okay, so by knowing the relations and by knowing this parameters, you then and then you can find this exactly answer. Okay, so if you are not having any doubts, then just we are moving to the another example. And after the second example, I will give one more example for your calculation. Okay, so just keep with you notebook and pen. So just let me know the answer. Okay, after the calculation of second answer. So second example is two bulbs rated 250 volt, comma 60 watt. That is first bulb, and 100 volt, 100 watt. So the voltage is same, but the watt rating is different. Okay, for two bulbs. So 250 volt, comma 60 watt, and second is 250 volt, comma 100 watt, respectively, are connected in series across 200 watt. Find voltage across each bulb. So we need to find V1 and V2. Okay. So here resistance are not given R1 and R2. So we have to go for R1 and R2. So we know according to the power equation, P is equal to V square by R. So we can write R1 is equal to V square by P, or you can write V1 square by P, V2 square by P. Okay? But voltage rating is given same here. So by substituting the value of voltage and power, 250 divided by 60, so R1 is equal to 1041 into 66, and for R2 is equal to 250 divided by 100 is equal to 625 ohm. So this is R1 and R2. Now here some calculations are here, so you will be confused how this equation is considered or taken. But you should know voltage divider rule. Suppose you want to find this V1 and V2, then you can go for the voltage divider rule, or you can also go through Ohm's law also. By finding total resistance, find out current, and by finding current, find out V1 and V2. Okay, but suppose you know voltage divider rule and current divider rule, then directly apply for the sub circuit. So voltage divider rule that is applicable for series circuit, and current divider rule that is applicable for parallel circuit. Okay, so here we have series circuit. Then suppose we need to find V1, then V1 is equal to suppose we want to find V1 across R1, then V1 is equal to R1 divided by total resistance of the circuit. So total resistance, that is R1 plus R2, into supply voltage. So supply voltage is V. So what is the equation of V1 according to voltage divider rule? Suppose we want to find V1 across R1, then particular resistor divided by total resistance into supply voltage. So V1 is equal to R1 divided by R1 plus R2 into V. What is the equation of V2? Anyone? According to voltage divider rule?
V2 equals to R2 by R1 plus R2 into
R1
supply
plus
voltage.
R2 into V.
Yes, V2 is equal to R2 divided by R1 plus R2 into V. Okay. So you can see here the equation V1 is equal to R1 divided by R1 plus R2 into V. Okay. And you can also use the equation V2 is equal to R2 upon R1 plus R2 into V. Or we know V2, so V2 is V1. Okay.
75.
Yes, 75 volt. Okay. Now I am anyone having doubt regarding to this voltage divider rule?
No.
Okay, you can use any
No.
relation. Okay, just you can find total resistance, find out total circuit current, then we find to R1, then V2 is equal to I into R2. You can also apply current divider rule, voltage divider rule V1 and V2. By finding V1, you can also use relation for series connection V is equal to V1 plus V2. Okay. Now I am giving one example for your calculation. Just tell me the answer. I am telling the sentence. Okay. A lamp rated 100 volt, 100 volt, comma 75 watt is to be connected across 230 volt supply. The value of resistance to be connected in series with the lamp. Also find occurring in the resistance. I am repeating. Only one lamp is connected and one resistance is connected in series. Okay. And the voltage is applied across is 230 volt. A lamp rated 100 volt, 75 watt is to be connected across 230 volt supply. The value of resistance to be connected in series with the lamp. So unknown resistor is connected in series. Okay. Also find power occurring in the resistance. So lamp rating is given 75 watt, 100 volt, and you are having unknown resistance in series. So by finding unknown resistance, just go for the power calculations. You need to also find power. So what is the value of? Tell me first, what is the value of R?
$133 by 300.
133.33.
Or anyone can tell me first voltage across resistor to series. 130 volt. Voltage across resistor is 130 volt. We know the equation V is equal to V1 plus V2. So here V is equal to V1, that is voltage across lamp, and plus V2, that is your voltage across resistor. Okay. So V2 is equal to V minus V1. So 130 volt voltage across resistor. Tell me current through lamp. Anyone can tell me current through lamp?
.75.
0.75.
Yes, 0.75. We know the equation, power equation P is equal to V into I. So I is equal to P by V. So 0.75. Now you can find unknown resistance. R is equal to
VI.
VR by I.
173.
You already found V2 across R. So according to is equal to I into R. Okay. So R is equal to V2 by I. So V2, that is 130 volt divided by 0.75. So answer is 173.33 ohm.
Yes.
Are you getting?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And tell me the power loss. Power occurring in the resistance. So power loss is equal to
97.5.
97.5 watt. Good. Anyone having doubt regarding to these calculations?
No, sir. No, sir.
Sir, I have a
Yes.
doubt. I
Yes.
didn't get
Yes.
the question properly.
Yes. I am just repeating. Okay. A lamp rated 100 volt, 75 watt is to be connected across 230 volt supply. the value of resistance to be connected in series with the lamp. Also find the power occurring in the resistance. Okay, so you have given one lamp. So lamp with one unknown resistance is given, and both are connected across 230 volt supply. Okay, so lamp ratings are given 75 watt, 100 volt, and supply voltage is given 230 volt. So you need to find unknown resistance. Okay, and after that you need to find power occurring in the resistance. So you can consider power loss, that is P is equal to I square into R across the resistance. Okay, for that resistance, we need to find the voltage across resistance. So according to the series connection, we know V is equal to V1 plus V2. So V is given, V1 that is voltage across lamp, V2 voltage across resistor. So can we find V2? V2 is equal to V minus V1.
Yeah.
So V is 230 minus 100. So that is 130 volt. Okay. Now we do not know current through the current node is given. So for the current, we can use the equation according to P is equal to V into I. So I is equal to P by V. So 75 divided by 100, we know current remains same. Either suppose we are finding through lamp or through resistor, current remains same. Okay. So just I am using equation I is equal to P by V. So P is given 75 for bulb and 100 that is voltage across lamp. So 0.75 ampere. Now we can find the unknown resistance. Unknown resistance R is equal to V2 by I. V2 is voltage across unknown resistor. Okay. So V2 by I is equal to 130 upon 0.75. So that is 173.33. And power loss across unknown resistor, that is I square into R. So I, that is 0.75 square into 173.33. So answer is 97.5 watt. Are you getting?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So up to this, anyone having doubt?
No.
No.
Okay, good. Now also we have seen one classifications for conductor, insulator, and semiconductor. Okay. Anyone can tell me positive temperature coefficient?
Yes, sir.
For metals, it is positive.
For metals, it is positive temperature coefficient of resistance. So what happens in positive temperature coefficient of resistance?
Positive.
It resistance increases with increase in temperature.
Resistance increases.
Resistance increases with increase in temperature.
Temperature.
Okay. In negative temperature coefficient of resistance?
Resistance
Decreases
decreases
with
with the increase in temperature.
Temperature decreases.
Okay. What are the examples of
Semiconductors.
Semiconductors.
semiconductors? Okay. And zero temperature coefficient?
Whose resistance
Resistance
remains
remains
constant.
constant. Increase in
temperature.
temperature.
Okay.
Increase.
Okay. Good. What are the types of resistor?
Manganese constant.
Types of resistor.
Alloy.
What are the types of resistor? So that we are using in the circuit connection for various applications.
Coil based, carbon based.
Variable resistor.
Yes, variable. Then
Fixed resistance.
fixed resistor.
Varistor,
Yes.
thermistor,
Yes. LDR.
carbon, Carbon film resistor.
Carbon, yes, that is the material that we are using for making resistor. There are 4 types of resistors that we are using: fixed, variable, tap, and some special resistor, that is thermistor, VDR, LDR. Okay. Then anyone can define active element? Active element means
Capable of delivering current to the circuit.
capable of delivering current, or we can say capable of delivering of energy.
Power.
Energy.
Okay,
Something
capable
like
of delivering power or energy to the circuits. So those elements are called active elements. So what are the examples of active element?
Voltage.
Voltage,
Voltage
current
source and
source,
current source.
Voltage source and current source.
Okay. Passive element.
capable
Resistor,
of receiving
capacitor,
power,
inductor.
Okay, capable of receiving power or
Power.
energy. So those elements are called passive elements. Example of passive elements:
Resistor, capacitor,
Resistor,
inductor.
bulb,
resistor,
resistor,
and inductor.
Transformer.
Inductor.
Okay, good. Okay, so this is about our first unit. So just I am ending this first unit. So if you are having any doubt regarding to this first unit, then just you can let me know right now. Otherwise, I am moving to the second unit. So after this lecture, video lecture recording also available in Team. So you can download it. Okay, from your side. Otherwise, I will provide a YouTube video link for this lecture.
सर आप पीडीएफ भेज सकते हो सर वो टेम्परेचर कोएफिशिएंट रेजिस्ट की
No,
वीडियो वाला.
sure. I will upload on today. Okay, the PDF file,
थैंक यू.
the whole derivation that I will provide you. Okay.
Sir, we can
Any new entries there? Yes.
Yes sir.
Okay, so if you are any new entry students, if you are having doubt or query, then you can contact me. Okay, you can message me or mail me. So just you can note down this. This is my mail ID. Okay. And also write my contact. Text me or mail me, okay, if you are having any doubts or query regarding this subject. Have you studied KVL KCL?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Okay, so that's good.
Yes, sir.
And now our next topic is Kirchhoff's voltage law and Kirchhoff's current. Just I am saying. Okay, wait for a moment. So in second unit, you are going to study some basic terms like network, circuit, junction, node, branch, loop. Okay, So after understanding this term, you will be studied Kirchhoff's voltage law, Kirchhoff's current law, then its examples. Okay, then series parallel connection, star delta transformation, then mass analysis and nodal analysis. Okay, so in second units, I will be having some more exercises that you have to do. Okay, so examples are more in second unit, so that you need to do the practice. Okay, for the second units. Okay, I'm sharing PPT for the second units right now. Wait for a moment. Okay, new entry students want to share anything. Suppose if you are having doubt, query, then you can share me right now. Okay, so here first unit is completed, so I will provide you question bank, so you can write in terms of assignment. Okay, I will give some questions along with some examples. Okay, so you can do practice from your end. Okay, I'm just presenting unit 2 PPT here. So you'll be aware about contents that you are going to study. So Kirchhoff's current law is nothing but in any closed path of electrical circuit, or in any in any electrical circuit, the algebraic sum of current meeting at a node or meeting at a junction is 0. Or in other words, we can say in any closed loop of circuit, sum of entering current is equal to sum of leaving current. So that is your KCL, Kirchhoff's current law. Okay, so I am sharing my presentation here. Okay, so is it visible? Okay, my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So these are the contents for the second unit. Okay. So this is the Kirchhoff's current law, KCL. So you can see here one diagram where currents are flowing at junction, towards junction or outward the junction. Okay. So according to the statement of KCL in electrical circuit, at any point of time, the algebraic sum of current in all the conductors meeting at any point or meeting at junction is 0. Current is not becoming 0, okay? But meeting at a point or meeting at a junction is 0. Okay? So to show this statement by mathematically, you have to remember for entering current, it is denoted by positive sign, and for leaving current, it is denoted by negative sign. Okay, so here written, if the current entering into a junction, so that is positive sign, assigned by positive sign, and then the current leaving the junction will be assigned a negative sign. Okay, so here I1 is entering, so positive sign, I2 is leaving, minus I2, I3 is leaving, minus I3, I4 is entering, plus I4, I5 is entering, plus I5 equal to 0. Or you can write sum of entering current is equal to sum of leaving current. So entering current is I1 plus I4 plus I5 is equal to I2 plus I3. Okay. So you can define in two ways. Sum of current meeting at a point is 0, or sum of leaving current is equal to sum of entering current. So anyone having doubt regarding to this KCL? How you
No.
can apply to the
Yes, sir.
circuit? Okay, good. Now KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law.
Voltage law.
Yes, in any closed path of circuit, the algebra of potential difference in any loop must be equal to 0. Sigma V equal to 0. Or you can define in other ways. KVL states that in any closed path of circuit, the algebraic sum of product of current and resistance plus algebraic sum of EMF is equal to 0. So mathematically, sigma IR plus sigma EMF is equal to 0. Okay, so that is your Kirchhoff's voltage law. But to understand KVL, you need to understand some rules. Suppose we are traveling, or we are moving in the direction from negative to positive, so there is rise in voltage. If we are moving negative to positive, so there is rise in voltage. So you can denote positive sign. If we are traveling positive to negative, so there is fall in voltage. So you can denote by negative sign. If we are traveling resistor in opposite direction, then there is rise in voltage. Okay, so you can denote positive sign. Then there is fall in voltage, so it is denoted by negative sign. Okay, so in voltage, suppose we are moving negative to positive, fall in voltage, negative to positive, rise in voltage, positive sign. Then positive to negative, fall in voltage, negative sign. If you are moving resistor in same direction, so there is fall in voltage, so it is denoted by negative sign. And we are moving resistor in opposite direction, so there is rise in voltage, so it is denoted by positive sign. So you can see here, suppose the loop direction is given. So I am moving in Vs. So I am moving Vs negative to positive. So Vs is positive. There is rise in voltage. Then current I is given. So IR1. So that is positive or negative?
Negative.
Because we are moving in same direction. We are not moving in opposite direction. Okay. So minus IR1. And this is for IR2.
Negative.
Negative.
Suppose the direction of current I through R2 is upward direction, then
Positive.
Positive.
plus
Positive.
IR
Positive.
to 0. Okay, so same way you can apply in the circuit if this KVL statement mathematical. So these rules you need to remember. Suppose we are applying for the mesh analysis. So in mesh analysis, you need to apply this KVL applications, mesh analysis. Okay, and for nodal analysis, you need to apply KCL applications. So this application is important for studying mesh analysis and nodal analysis. So these are the basic terms that we will study in next lecture. By understanding this term, we will go for this KVL and KCL in detail. Okay. So mesh analysis, we are using KVL applications. For nodal analysis, we are using applications of KCL. So you should know the statement of KVL, KCL, mathematical expressions. Okay. Then you can understand these mesh and nodal analysis examples. Okay. So these are the series and parallel connections, current division, voltage division rules, star delta transformations. So for the each statement or each theory, we are having the example for second unit. So this exercise we will do in next lecture, okay? And we will do some exercise for KVL and KCL. Then we will move to the mesh analysis and nodal analysis. Okay, so anyone want to share me regarding to this first unit? Then second unit we already started on today by KVL and KCL. Okay, we will do some examples for KVL KCL on next lecture on tomorrow.
Sir,
okay. Yes.
Are we getting the PPTs of this particular chapter after class?
Yes. I already uploaded first unit PPT. You can go in file option. In file option, I made one folder, class material. So in that I already uploaded first unit PPT. Okay, so in this BEEE tab, you have to go through file. In file, one class material folder is there. So in that I have already uploaded first unit PPT. Okay, so
yes, sir, got it.
Yes, the whatever materials that I will provide, so that you have to go through class materials. So you will find out all the materials related to this subject. Okay, class materials, lecture notes, syllabus, question bank. Okay, so all the things that you will find in class material folder.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So I will make some subfolder in that, so you will find easily. Anyone having or anyone want to ask me regarding to this subject? Okay, I will also upload syllabus there, so you will also find content regarding to this subject. Okay, we'll be having 3 lectures and 1 laboratory sessions. Total credit for this subject is 4. Okay, and total marks is 150, 100 marks for theory marks, 50 marks for practice. In theory, for 25 plus for your journal and attendance, and remaining 25 for your Viva and practical marks.
Sir, I am not able to find that PPT you already uploaded.
Yeah, after the lecture, just go.
Sir, I also.
You are not getting, okay? Okay, after the lecture or in your free session, just go through the file. In file, just class folder is there. In class folder, I uploaded this unit 1 PPT. Okay, so in free session, just go through there. If you are not getting, then just you can tell me on tomorrow. Then I will just find out the problems you are getting. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so your lecture is ending on 10:10. Then 10 to 10:20 you have a break. Okay, 10 minutes break. And your second lecture that is starting from 10:20. Okay. I think everyone has got the timetable.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that you have to follow throughout the week and throughout this semester.
Sir, do we have to purchase any books for semester 1?
If you want to purchase, then UA Patel is there in market. UA Patel. Okay. And
UI Patel.
UA. A for Ahmedabad.
A.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. UA Patel. And suppose you do not want to buy, then I will provide all the materials for the subject. But suppose you want to do more exercise, then buy the book. Okay. If you have interest for the subject, then you can buy the book. Otherwise, I will provide all the materials.
Sir, any news about college opening?
Now corona spreading is more nowadays. Government announced earlier
Yes.
starting from 23rd, but now we have spreading is more. So now there is no chances of opening. Okay. If there are chances of opening, then you will be notified. Okay. You will get notification.
Okay.
Thank you. You may leave the session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.